Why you shouldn't label emotions good or bad. Emotions can be very complex. Learning to manage the many different emotions that young children may experience can be challenging. Even as adults, we struggle with them. When children have frequent emotional outbursts, it can be a sign that they haven't yet developed the skills they need to cope with feelings like frustration, anxiety, and anger. Handling big emotions in a healthy, mature way requires a variety of skills, including impulse control, emotional self-regulation, problem solving, delaying gratification, negotiating, communicating wishes and needs to adults, knowing what's appropriate or expected in a given situation. Tantrums and outbursts are a reaction to the emotion, and most children will do them. As they grow, they should get less. Though, we can help them with managing their feelings if we don't add pressure to the emotion. So, why you shouldn't label emotions good or bad? If we label an emotion good or bad or positive or negative, it adds extra baggage to the emotion. All people will experience negative emotions like anger, anxiety, and fear. Though the way we handle and react to this emotion will be different. When we understand that feeling this emotion is normal and not a bad thing, it can become easier to handle. Though, by labeling the emotion as negative or bad, children can feel extra pressure when feeling the emotion, as it may make them feel guilty. This will make it harder for them to communicate how they're feeling due to shame, and can lead to them becoming frustrated and reacting to the emotion in a negative way. For example, if jealousy is labeled as bad, we don't just feel jealousy when we feel it, we also feel shame for feeling it. The same happens when labeling emotions as good. By labeling emotions as good, we end up striving to feel this emotion all the time, which is unrealistic and can be exhausting. For example, by labeling happy as a good emotion, it can lead to children constantly seeking approval and feigning happiness in order to be accepted. It can also add feelings of shame for not feeling happy all the time. This extra baggage can not only knock our self-esteem, it can make our processing of emotions more complex and therefore make emotions less transient. Which means we stay stuck in a particular emotion for longer than we would usually. For example, it may take a child longer to move from being angry to content. Healthy emotions flow and are transient. What you should do instead. Instead of labeling the emotion positive or negative, we can explain to our children that there are enjoyable and unenjoyable emotions, or comfortable or uncomfortable emotions. Explaining that some emotions we will enjoy and some we won't, but that we will feel all of these at different times. Discussing with your child which emotions they feel are enjoyable or unenjoyable is a great way to improve their understanding and help them to manage their emotions. Then try teaching different ways to manage the emotions. Help improve your child's emotional literacy with this exciting new story. It's Evie's first day at her new school. She suddenly becomes overwhelmed by what's happening around her, until something magical happens that helps her escape her feelings. However, she soon learns that she can't run away from her emotions and has to learn how to deal with them. She will need your help to do so. Evie's Super Emotions is an engaging story combined with medically supported tips to help with anxiety and a fun, Super Emotions game. Click the link in the description to find out more.